Hi geeks, welcome to my channel. We're in full swing now with all of the holiday items, so let's go shopping and check out all the new goodies and returning favorites that arrived this week. Also stay tuned, there will be a store sample taste test of a new holiday item at the end of the video. Always starting out in the front, checking out the plants and flowers. Look how pretty this plant is. It literally looks like fall. Here are some potted flowers, so cute. There's an orange, yellow, and red. And then look at this plant, it almost doesn't look real. I still haven't seen the holiday plants yet, like the poinsettias and the amaryllis. But now that I say that, I'm sure it'll be arriving next week. The Brussels sprouts stalk is back. This is always fun. You get it fresh for $4.99. We have to talk about my favorite delicata squash. It's $1.49. In my last two hauls, the delicata squash that I picked, I don't know how to pick a good one from looking on the outside, but it just wasn't sweet. It was like really bland when I roasted it up. So if you got a delicata squash like me that didn't taste good, I know I hyped it up a lot. Don't give up on it though, because a good one is really sweet and they're only in season for a short time. I just want to show you all the Thanksgiving holiday items are still here, like the cornbread stuffing, gluten-free stuffing mix, fried onions, turkey gravy, and my favorite, the condensed cream of portobello mushroom soup that I use for green bean casseroles, honey crisp apple cider, cornbread crisps, horseradish and chives potato chips, one of my favorites, the Thanksgiving popcorn, Thanksgiving kettle chips, another favorite, sparkling Chardonnay grape juice, the nuts about rosemary mix, cornbread mix, and the pumpkin walks into a bar is still here for $2.49. The pumpkin overnight face mask, this is actually a nice one. I tried it last year for $6.99. Gluten-free cornbread mix for $3.49. Canned pumpkin, and all of the holiday seasonings from pumpkin pie spice to ground ginger, herb de Provence, and the organic maple vinaigrette. Active yeast packets, the gluten-free pumpkin bread mix, my favorite, the pumpkin bread mix, the gluten-free pumpkin pancake mix, and the pumpkin pancake waffle mix, the turkey cookie kit, maple walnut biscotti, the harvest herbal blend tea, the maple espresso black tea, hot cocoa, the pumpkin spice coffee for $8.99, the pecan pumpkin oatmeal. There's still some felted wool pumpkins if you want to grab some. And just a heads up, there are felted pine cones that have already been spotted in some stores, and they come in a brown and green color. I posted it on Instagram if you want to take a look. And the truffle hot sauce with black truffles is back. And basically this is Trader Joe's version or dupe of the Truff hot sauce. And remember to refrigerate after opening. This is $7.99. Another fan favorite, the Portuguese sea salt is back. This makes a great stocking stuffer or a gift. It is sea salt from the coast of Portugal, and people have raved about this. Also, just a note that this salt does not contain iodide. The only iodized salt that I know is the Morton salt that I grew up on, but I feel like everyone now uses Himalayan sea salt or the pink salt. Speaking of pink salt, the wine-infused sea salt, and it contains red, pink peppercorns and rosemary. Someone suggested using this on top of red meat, and this is $4.99. The chocolate dipped Danish cookies arrived last week as a new item. The gingerbread sandwich cookies are still here, the raspberry stars, and the pumpkin pie is back. They always wait before Thanksgiving to bring it back. I always wonder why they don't bring it out during Pumpkin Palooza in like September and October, but nonetheless it's here. If you are a traditional Thanksgiving dessert person who needs pumpkin pie, it's $6.99. Also, the apple crumble pie is back. I really thought nothing of it. I just thought, okay, another apple pie, but then I got to sample it last year and I was blown away. The topping is made with a buttery oat crumble and it is so good. Warm this up and add a scoop of the French vanilla ice cream. Oh my gosh, that'll be so good. Let us know down in the comments what you guys have for Thanksgiving dessert. Are you a pie person? Are you a cake person? Are you an ice cream person? The apple cranberry tarts have also made their way back, and they are nestled in a flaky pastry crust. The crust looks so good on this tart that it really makes me want to try it. I heard that it's not overly sweet, despite the 17 grams of sugar per tart. And here are the heating instructions, and this is $4.99. And the vegan banana bread with walnuts, this was just staring me in the face, and so I had to show you guys. This is $5.49. I forget which vegan loaf I tried at Trader Joe's, but it was a little bit on the dry and dense side. So let us know if you've tried the banana bread and if this one is good. Also, the pancake bread is offered all year round. And the cinnamon sugar bread, cinnamon raisin, maple streusel bread is still here. And the chocolate Brooklyn babka, I can't believe I still haven't tried it, but the reason being is it looks a little dry to me, but it might be good with the sweet cannoli dip. So this is another fan favorite that has returned, and the base of it is made with cream cheese. So a lot of people ask what you could pair this with. You could pair it with strawberries, blueberries, apple slices, graham crackers, animal crackers, butter waffle cookies, or shortbread cookies. I would even put it on like angel food cake or any like plain sponge cake, and that is $3.99. And one of my favorite dips is back the truffle dip. This is naturally flavored, unfortunately, and it is a creamy truffle infused dip with a blend of cream cheese, ricotta, and Parmesan cheese. This is so good. This is an item that like totally grew on me. At first I thought it was okay, and then the more I ate it, the more it grew on me, and I just kept repurchasing it until it was no longer in season. It is a little on the thinner side, so I use it as a sandwich spread to let the bread soak up the sauce, and then I also use it on pasta, and this is $5.49. I always see rack of lamb return around the holidays, and this is $17.99 for 1 pound. I remember when I was growing up, I would have lamb with my Greek friend, and we would always put mint chutney on it, and it was so good. There's also leg of lamb if you don't like the rack, and then here are some baby back ribs, which I don't think I've ever seen before, but then again, I don't really shop too much in the meat section. And another item that caught my eye is the ground pork. I don't know if this is new because I'm not familiar with this section, but either way, what would you use ground pork for? The only thing I can think of is meatballs, so let me know what you use ground pork for, and that's $5.99. Also, another item that I've never seen before, the pepper, corn, garlic, boneless pork tenderloin. This time of year, there's so many different options for roasts. There's roast pork, roast chicken, roast beef, and this is $8.99 per pound. Also, for those of you who buy turkeys at Trader Joe's, they have officially arrived, so check your stores. They should have them in by now. Brined young turkey, free range, and organic, and they range from $2.49 per pound to $3.99 per pound. And just a reminder that they also have the brined bone-in half turkey breast, which is already fully cooked in garlic butter. Although it's a little pricey, it's a good option to have if you don't want to cook a full turkey yourself. And of course, there's also spiraled ham for $5.99 per pound. The organic, peeled, and fully cooked chestnuts have arrived. You can add this to your stuffing, or I just like to roast them up in the toaster oven until it gets like a little bit of a hard shell and the inside is still nice and soft. A good chestnut should taste slightly sweet, so if you're tasting a bland one, it's probably not the best. I love that Trader Joe's carries it for $4.99. And the organic red butter lettuce, this is new. Nice to have so many lettuce options at Trader Joe's. There's romaine, there's arugula, there's butter lettuce. Now moving over to the freezer section, I am looking for a new item that has arrived. So let's check to see if my store has it, and it does. Here it is, the empanadas. They include shredded beef in a cassava crust, and you get 8 pieces in a box. Because it is a new item, let's go over the nutrition facts for those who are interested. 160 calories for 2 pieces, 5 grams of fat, 300 milligrams of sodium, 5 grams of protein, 2 grams of sugar, and 18 grams of carbs for $5.99. More convenient options have arrived, like these sweet mashed potatoes that you can make a sweet potato casserole with, or just have it as a side for a meal. This would be great for those who are going to be doing Whole30 in January or even right now. Honestly, Trader Joe's makes it so easy if you're not a good cook, because there's so many options that you could just kind of throw, and a lot of the items are fully cooked, so all you have to do is heat and serve. The Herbes de Provence potato wedges are back. I've heard a lot of good reviews. I just make my own because it's pretty easy to make, but again, another convenient option to have, especially when you're making a lot of other items for Thanksgiving, or even not for Thanksgiving, but just for dinner, just to have a quick something to throw together. The Brie en croûte is back. I'm just not a big brie fan, so I can't tell you if this is good or not, but I've seen a lot of reviews. I think this is another fan favorite. This is a nice, fancy, quick appetizer you can put out for the holidays and add a side of cranberry sauce for $6.99. I can't remember if I showed this in a previous video, but the broccoli and cauliflower gratin is back. There's so many frozen foods and side dishes that you can stock up on this time of year and just have it kind of throughout the winter, and this is $4.49. The herbaceous cheesy bites are back. This is made with mozzarella, Parmesan, cream cheese, and a blend of garlic and herbs. Another appetizer option to put out before the meals. Some years I go all out with appetizers and some years I just focus on the meal. And these bites are $4.99. Speaking of bites, the crispy vegetable pouches are back. They are bite size, maybe a little bit bigger, and they taste just like a vegetable dumpling. And this is what it looks like. As a dipping sauce, I added the Thai sweet chili sauce, which was a really good pairing, and I think this is just so fun to eat and cute to put out for a party. They are seasonal and they are $3.99, so stock up if you like them. So for those of you who like dim sum like I do, there's a new item, shrimp pouches of many colors. This is their version of har gow, I'm assuming. So there's 3 different ways you can make this. You can steam it, you could microwave it, or you can use a pan and add 2 tablespoons of water to help with the steaming effect. This is $4.29 per box. You can make a meal out of this or even make dim sum at home, buy a box of the chicken and pork shumai and veggie spring rolls. Still in the freezer section, the cheddar sausage and cheddar cheese breakfast bake. This is new. This is a savory bread pudding. I've already heard good reviews on this. This looks like such a cozy, warm fall breakfast, especially now because the weather is getting colder, and it looks like there's 4 servings, 300 calories per serving. I know a lot of people in my life intermittent fast, so how many of you actually eat breakfast for the morning? I definitely do. And if you do also, here are more breakfast options, although these are more like a dessert or like a pastry because these are pretty sweet. The mini pancake puffs, all you have to do is heat it up, and you don't even need maple syrup because the flavor is already embedded, and that's $3.49. Moving along in the freezer section, this is a new holiday item, the iced gingerbread squares. I was so tempted to get this, but if you see my freezer right now, it's still filled with pumpkin scones, pumpkin croissants, pumpkin cakes, and all the things, and so I held off. This is a relatively small box, so I'm assuming that these squares are going to be around the size of the lemon bars, and this is $4.99. And the shortbread assortment is back by Walker's. Another quick, easy, but yummy option to throw out on a dessert platter and have out for a party. And these are $8.99 a box. Let's take a look at some of the vegan chocolate options. Just a reminder, there are dark chocolate sunflower seed butter cups, almond butter cups, oat chocolate bars with crispy rice, and the toffee chips. These are offered year-round, but I always just notice them around the holidays for some reason. They have both milk and dark chocolate pieces in it. Also, the sea salt butterscotch caramels, these are offered year-round. Now heading into Peppermint Palooza, the dark chocolate covered peppermint JoJo's are back and in new packaging. I've already heard some reviews and they said they taste exactly the same as last year, so I don't think the recipe has changed. And I didn't get a price label on that one, but I think it's probably around $4. And the big candy cane is back. This one is filled with cocoa cream, I believe, in the middle. Another stocking stuffer option. And how many of you still decorate your trees with candy canes? I think that's so cute. There was no price label on it, so I'm going to keep moving along to the candy cane chocolate covered almonds. These are so delicious. I haven't tried the Trader Joe's one, but I have tried the Costco ones, and I'm assuming they probably taste the same. There was no price label for this either, but my guess is around $6. And another fan favorite, the peppermint pretzel slims are back. This is like a sweet and savory snack and real pieces of candy cane on top. One piece is 28 calories, so treat yourself this holiday season. Also back are the peppermint mini marshmallows. You can add this to hot cocoa or make peppermint Rice Krispie treats with it. A lot of people like Trader Joe's marshmallows because it doesn't contain corn syrup, but it does contain carrageenan, so just a heads up for that. And the candy cane JoJo's ice cream is back. For those who like cookies and cream ice cream, I recommend you giving this a try because the peppermint isn't overwhelming at all. I initially kind of stayed away from it because I thought it would be too pepperminty, but it really is subtle. In fact, it's almost a little bit too mild, and I would have liked an extra kick of peppermint, which I was surprised. And here is a closer look at it. You can see there's decent sized pieces of the cookies. And this is $3.79. Also, the peppermint mini hold the cones are back. This one is also a really yummy one. It has peppermint ice cream and a chocolate cone. All of the mini cones, no matter what flavor it is, it has a little piece of chocolate at the end of the cone. I personally would like more ice cream in it, but that's my opinion, and this is $3.99. And for the mousse lovers, in the freezer section, the mini chocolate mousse desserts are back. This is chocolate mousse topped on a shortbread crust and topped with dark chocolate ganache and sprinkles, which looks like the white little circle on top. For a small bite-sized dessert, this isn't bad because it only has 6 grams of sugar. which is a lot lower than most of the desserts and even cereal. If you want to serve this at a party, all you have to do is thaw it for 2 hours and you could just put it out while you're cooking. And I'm so excited, you guys. One of my favorite Trader Joe's holiday items are back, the Italian custard cream puffs. I'm so glad Trader Joe's carries it because outside of going to like a bakery, these are pretty hard to find other than I know Costco carries it, but I don't really like theirs and you get too many of them. This one is the perfect size because you get 6 cream puffs in a box. They're only 83 calories for like a quick individual dessert option, and I posted a YouTube short on it if you want to take a closer look. Last year the price was $4.49, but I'm assuming the price has gone up, and my store finally got in the new non-dairy oat creamer in cinnamon bun flavor. Someone mentioned adding this to your eggs when you make French toast, which I thought was a great idea, and also I might do that even with eggnog. Let me know if any of you guys have tried that. And then here are the nutrition facts for both the cinnamon bun flavor and the brown sugar. Also just quickly wanted to show you that the maple oat milk is still here for $2.99. And mini brie bites are back and they come in 5 individual servings, so you can just pull one out and have it as a snack. This is such a great idea. I wish that Trader Joe's came out with more like individual servings of cheese. And these are $5.99 for the pack. And the horseradish cheddar cheese is back. I feel like this would be so good on a sandwich or even like thinly sliced and having it with the horseradish and chives chips, or would that be overkill? This is $10.99 per pound. And the aged sheep's milk cheese. This is a new item that arrived last week, but my store finally just got this in. And just a heads up for my vegetarians, this does have animal rennet in it, so unfortunately you're gonna have to sit this one out. And the Italian Black Summer truffle slices in olive oil. This is a new item. Fall and winter time is truffle season in Trader Joe's, so all of the truffle items start coming out. And I know truffles are a polarizing item. Some people either love it or hate it. I feel like you can do so many things with this. You can put this on pasta, a sandwich, even pizza, and this is $9.99 for the small jar. The cream liqueurs are starting to roll in. My store has the eggnog, but I know a lot of the other stores already have the peppermint, gingerbread, cocoa cream, so look out for those. And this is $7.99 per bottle. Back to more new arrivals, the sparkling tea blanc, and this one has green tea, lemongrass, and jasmine in it. This is non-alcoholic, so a great option for those who don't drink. This is 80 calories for 12 ounces, so a little bit more than a cup, and it has 18 grams of sugar. Also, they have a rosé flavor with oolong, hibiscus, and herbal teas. This one is 10 calories lower at 70 calories for 12 ounces and 15 grams of sugar. They are a little pricey. They are $8.99 for the bottle. If you end up trying it, please let us know because I'm sure a lot of us will be curious. And then all of the seasonal sparkling beverages are back, including the Sugar Plum sparkling beverage. So I tried this 2 years ago and I brought it over to a Friendsgiving. I totally got caught up in the whimsical, cute name. But unfortunately, I didn't like it. It kind of tasted like cough syrup. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up because I think there are other beverage options that are better, like the sparkling honey crisp apple juice. This is another fan favorite. This contains 70% juice, water, and carbon dioxide. This basically tastes like apple soda to me. Last year they were selling it by the single can, and I think they're doing it again this year, and it was $1.69, but I'm not sure if the price increased. Ooh, now this is new, something spritzy, a sparkling festive beverage. It contains grapefruit, cranberry, orange juice, and aromatic bitters. One can is 80 calories and contains 17 grams of sugar. You could always spruce this up and add a cinnamon stick and make it a mocktail or use it as a mixer. And this is $1.99. And the winter wake up tea is back. This is a spicy blend of black tea with cinnamon and ginger, with 20 tea bags included for $2.49. Also, there's a winter coffee blend that comes in a canister. I haven't seen it at my store yet, but some stores have already received it. There's also decaffeinated black tea for $2.99. And the pitted Amarena cherries with stems, this is $4.49. The maple cranberry orange spread for $3.99. The apricot spread for $4.29. Here are some shampoos. The lemongrass one came out earlier this year in the summertime. Also the tea tree shampoo and the hair mask for $3.99. The red currant hand foaming soap for $2.99 came out last week. Let's take a look at the candles. This one is one of my favorites because it's burnless and dripless. The eucalyptus scented candle is back. This came out also earlier this year and was a candle contest winner. And it's $3.99, which is the standard for all these single candles. The Honeycrisp apple is also still here. The felted wool trivet for $7.99 is still here. And then the felted wool garland, which we saw last week, and some felted pumpkins are still left, and the newspaper basket. Another returning item is the winter candle tin trio, which includes cranberry pine, fresh currant, and nutmeg. I'm tempted to buy it, but I was so disappointed in the fall candle tin tree mix. I only like the autumn leaves scent in it. Also, the cedar balsam candle is back for $3.99, and there are more felted wool items like these pine cones. It comes in brown and green. The overall consensus on Instagram over these felted wool pine cones were not that great. If you want to take a look, I always post on Instagram the newest items, and these are $3.99 each. And then also the felted wool wreaths are back, so it comes in white and gray, which could match the felted wool garland that came out last week. That is 9 feet long. And then there is the traditional color in red, white, and green, and these are $19.99 each. Also, more gift ideas. How about the cedar balsam hand soap and hand lotion? This could be a good teacher gift idea, and maybe add a holiday treat you can find on top of the freezer section and call it a day for $7.99. The 12 Days of Beauty Advent Calendar is back. It is a curated beauty collection of 12 items. This year we have lavender bath salts, Brazil nut hair mask, sweet nectarine hand cream, neroli bamboo scented shave cream, gingerbread cookie moisturizing lip balm, brown sugar carob lip scrub, cake batter scented body butter, yuzu bath fizzer vitamin C firming body butter, rice polish face cleansing powder, and orange popsicle scented exfoliating sugar scrub cube. This also is another easy gift option for $19.99. And the 12 Days of Scented Candles is also back. I wanted to open it to show you guys, but it was taped shut, so I will just list off the scents. It's rhubarb, warm vanilla, snow day, sandalwood, eucalyptus, lavender, peach, persimmon, white tea, spiced apple, and gardenia. Also wanted to mention that the candles in this are a little bit smaller than the single scented candles for $3.99. This is a little pricey though. It is $29.99. And also the yellow insulated tote bag is still here. This is $7.99, so every season they come out with a different color. I heard through the grapevine that the next color bag will be emerald green, and I also heard that the next bag after that will be like a periwinkle bluish purple, so stay tuned for that. Also, Trader Joe's does such a good job of including cats and dog treats during the holidays, and this is a new one, peanut butter and vanilla flavored. There was no price tag on this, so I'm assuming that this is like about $2 because the bag is kind of smaller. And then here are some cat treats that came out last week and the advent calendars. Also, just a little reminder that Trader Joe's always carries seasonal cards, which are so cute and only 99 cents. If you turn the card around, you can always see the message that's inside. And then here are the holiday advent calendars. There's 5 different kinds. They used to be 99 cents up until last year, and then this year it is $1.29, but still a great deal. And I can't leave without showing you these samples that I tried this week at the store. So I was waiting for them to set up, and I was just circling around and shopping until I got to try the new milk chocolate Yes coin for $1.99. I forgot how good milk chocolate can be because I usually eat dark chocolate now, but this was a total hit. And then on my next shopping trip, I got to try the butter toffee pretzels, which I've already tried before. I think they're great. As an ice cream topping, I think it's even better because it makes it more crunchy. On its own, it's a little bit stale, but the flavor is really buttery and delicious. And right next to it is the sweet cannoli dip, which I've never tried. It does have a strong cream cheese flavor because cream cheese is the first ingredient, and it almost tastes like sweet mascarpone to me. I absolutely loved it, and I will definitely be picking this up on my next shopping trip. And that's it for the week. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Until the next video, ciao guys!